courage is required before the outcome is known. I love what Proverbs 15:22 says. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Counsel matters. Input matters. Collaboration matters. But I'm not saying be reckless or just, what's the expression, willy-nilly. But at some point, we're not going to have all the data. We're not going to have all the data, all the information. Wouldn't it be nice to be a leader, to have some safe tower where we can make those decisions and there's no fog, there's no concerns, there's none of those things. But that's not how leadership works. It does require to lead in the fog. That's why I talk about the valuable leader using the focus, the values-anchored focus, the values-anchored motivation, because to guide, lead through fog, we have to know what our compass bearing is. But you know what the rub in all of this? If we live by the fear of the repercussions, if we do not act in courage, it applies to all areas of life. Absolutely, in the workplace, it can apply to a whole bunch of repercussions. And I'm not saying those things are reasons, but I'm not going to pretend they don't exist. But they apply in other areas of our lives. If we walk through the data and the repercussions and the consequences and all those other things of being a parent, most people with any IQ would never choose to be a parent. We can't afford it. Never mind the consequences and the risk and the concerns.